Hello everybody, it is me, Circadia, and welcome back to another Eternal Return YouTube video. This time, something familiar, but I will say a little bit different for me. I typically, when I release videos, of course, will release interviews, as I did recently with G-Work, as you can see before this video. Or also, I have done many gameplay videos talking about the game, such and so forth. But today, as I said, by the title, you can tell I'm here to talk about the entirety of the Eternal Return Esports scene. You know, getting started, I wanted to talk a little bit about the past before I talk about what is going on currently, and that it's been almost 3 years for me in Eternal Return, the scene overall, and that is a little bit crazy to me. I spent years playing League of Legends before this, many other games, Overwatch, Valorant, so on and so forth, but nothing has really hooked me, I will say, as much as Eternal Return has. It is a combination of everything I love about competitive video games. You have the hyper-competitiveness of battle royales such as Apex, Fortnite, PUBG, so on and so forth, but you also have the traditional MOBA elements of games such as League, Dota, Heroes of the Storm, and that, I think, is what really has driven me these last 3 years that we've been in early access. Now, I'm recording this, it is July 9th, and we have 11 days left until the full game comes out. And, to say I haven't been nervous or, a little bit pessimistic about the game in the past, I would be a complete liar. And I just recently today finished up the final cast of Season 9 Eternal Return Esports, ERM, the finals with Shoujo and Locke by my side casting. And it was a little bit, heartbreaking, I guess you could say, in the fact that I have casted well over 1,000 games now, and that was a statistic I only realized the other day. This season alone, my apologies, I've casted a little over 100 or so games, somewhere around the 110, 120 mark, and that is just insane to me. I feel like my view on this game is a little bit different compared to other people's, because of the fact that I've seen so much of the game from so many different regions. I have gotten to cast the best players from North America, South America, Europe, all over Asia, Korea, China, Japan, Indonesia, the Philippines. I've seen Australian players. I've seen people from almost every continent, minus Antarctica, basically, do something competitive in Eternal Return at this point. And, I really must say that I think it is a beautiful thing how people from every region have come together to kind of try and promote their esport, promote their region's esport, I should say. And while some regions, I will say, do struggle a little bit more than others, I still feel like the camaraderie is there between every region. KR loves NA, NA loves EU, EU loves South America, SA loves NA. It's a giant circle of life, essentially. And of course, KR, I think, loves the game more than anybody at this point, but I feel like that is definitely going to change with the release of 1.0 in a little over a week. And that is due to the fact that I think Squads is going to bring a lot more people together. Now, in the past, of course, especially North America, I will say, everybody's really loved solos. I think that's kind of a given. I'm sure we all know that. I myself, if you don't know me, I'm a Squads believer. I always have been. I've always tried to promote it. But now, people are like, oh, how do you feel you won? So on and so forth. And at the end of the day, I just want people to enjoy the game. I think Eternal Return is one of the best games you could play on the market. I know there's problems with it. You don't gotta even get me started. I've had frame issues with my old computer. I've had issues with people in the community. It's what every game has. Come on. I've dealt with it up to this point. But I feel as if with the release of 1.0, 24 player squads, 8 teams, is really going to drive esports as a whole, not just in Korea, but I feel in North America. This season, for North America, I had the privilege of casting the ERWS, the Eternal Return Weekly Series, for Mr. Clue. If you don't know Clue already, please go check him out. A fantastic VTuber, person, tournament organizer, just great man overall. And thank you again, Clue, if you're seeing this. I really appreciate it. But it really went to show just how fun Squads is to me. The top players of North America. No Flame, Uzin Nujin stands. So many different teams were able to compete and strut their stuff. Every weekend when squad ranked was being organized, I saw players giving it their all, wanting to grind squad ranked. Even during the weekdays, when it was solo ranked days, squads would be popping more. And while I do think that is due to the fact of Nibble Neuron stating in Season 8 that Lumia Marathon is going to be squads, people enjoyed it. People are enjoying it. And with the changes they are making to the game for 1.0, I definitely feel we're going to get to a point where, well, of course, you're only going to be able to play squads now, but it's going to drive the competition further than we have ever seen. For the last 3 years, we have had 4 different modes: solos, duos, squads, and Cobalt as of last year. And the focus has been in so many different areas. Do we think solos should be the competitive mode? Do we think duos? Do we think squads? Well, we have the answer now. In statistics, according to Nibble Neuron at least, not my own, this is just, don't shoot the messenger here, they have shown that squads, at least casually, has had the most play. And if Nibble Neuron can now focus their efforts into making squads both the casual and competitive mode, it will just be good in the long run, I feel like. Obviously, solos and duos aren't coming back for a while, but now that we have all of our eggs in one basket, essentially, I feel like everything is going to be more streamlined so that a lot more people can come into the game, and there is an ecosystem around both casual play and ranked. If you want to go play casuals, get on with your boys or, whoever, your friends, you can go into squads norms, just chill out. If you want to go grind ranked with your friends. You want to solo queue? I think there is a stigma around solo queuing that hasn't been addressed properly, with the fact that there is so many options in the game to be able to solo queue better. You don't even have to talk. There is the control left click pings to ask where you want to go. You need food, you need something, you need this, you need that. Nibble Neuron has improved it so much over these last few years. And even for high-level play, if you guys don't know, after you reach Mithril rank, you are only allowed to solo queue up until, from beyond that point, basically. So it's really going to drive the competition at both mid and low ranks, but also higher ranks. That is just my personal opinion. I think it is going to happen. And especially with a lot more eyes that are going to be on the game, I think people are going to see that Eternal Return as an esport is viable. I've seen it myself. Like I said, I have casted so many games over these last few years. Eternal Return is just baked into the back of my eyes, essentially. Even when I go to bed, I'm surprised I'm not dreaming about Lumia Island at this point. But outside of KR, I really hope that Nibble Neuron is going to be able to push the game. I know I'm going to be doing my best over these next few months till whenever to be able to just drive the game further than it ever has. And I hope you guys will all be able to join me out there. I do plan on hopefully running a tournament during the preseason. And I apologize if this was a little bit of a ramble video, but I just kind of wanted to get my thoughts out there. I wanted to make some form of content for the release. So I hope you guys did enjoy this little video. For the end of this, I don't know if I'm going to have another video before release, but I just wanted to give one final shout out to, the Eternal Return community. Everybody that I'm close with in here. I can't even begin to name how many names. Shuvy, Locke, all my other fellow casters, Lucy. Oh, man. Everybody that's casted in the past. Brand Flakes, Rabbit House. Just so many people, man. Everybody that's in my Discord as well, you know what I mean? Mir, my friend Drew, NoX, Introvert. Just so many different people there. Molly, the people that are always there. I love you all so much. Just, man. Thank you guys always for believing in me. And the Eternal Return community as well for believing in me. I couldn't do this without any of you out there. And it really does, warms my heart that we're going to be able to have a great release. And that hopefully ER Esports can go further beyond to the moon. Plus ultra, all that, I guess, as cringy it sounds for me to say that. But, yes. And a big thank you to everybody at Nibble Neuron as well. Especially all of the lovely English community managers I've had to deal with over the last few years. Aesop, Wendy, and now GMI as well. All great people, great in what they do. Of course, Wendy had to go to the military, and Aesop is working on striking Omegaly now. But, of course, once again, I'll stop here, stop rambling on a little bit. But, guys, thank you for listening up until this point. If you haven't already, you can hit that sub button below. Check out some of the other older videos, and hopefully with launch, I'll be making a little bit more content. I'll try. I will get off my ass this time, I promise. But thank you guys all once again. You all are lovely people. And until next time, I'll see you guys then. Bye, everybody.